According to the Gaza Media Office, nearly 290,000 children are now on the brink of starvation in Gaza. And I don't think people are really grasping how many kids that is that are on the brink of death. There are around 102,000 kids in Boston. There are around 107,000 kids in Seattle. And there are around 60,000 kids in St. Louis. So if you add up all of the children present in Boston, Seattle, and St. Louis, you come to around 270,000 kids. That is still 20,000 short of the amount of children who are on the brink of death from starvation in Gaza. So all the kids in Boston, all the kids in Seattle, all the kids in St. Louis, starving to death. That's what we're dealing with. But they're not starving to death due to some unforeseen environmental catastrophe. They are being starved to death, actively, as I say this, by the Israeli government, who has refused to allow aid to enter Gaza for over 2 months and counting. This is truly one of the most brazen war crimes in history. Because usually, with war crimes of this magnitude, it has been done in the past somewhat in secret. But this is being done in broad daylight for the world to see. Nearly 300,000 children are on the brink of starving to death right in front of us. And somehow, this isn't the largest news story in the world. And this really shows you the way that we value human life on this planet. Because could you imagine what it would be like, what the news would be saying if there was one group of people that were prohibiting the children of Boston and Seattle and St. Louis from being able to access food that they need to stay alive? So if that story would be a huge news story, and it certainly would and should, why isn't this one? Why don't we care about these kids? Because they live in Palestine? Is that it? Is that all it takes for us to devalue their lives to this degree? Because honestly, the lack of urgency and the lack of coverage over this is entirely horrifying.